Team USA bounced back, second friendly this week, pulverized Japan, and Japan had all their starters. They beat them 2-0. USA had 19 shots on goal, and Fobalagan played, scored a tremendously impressive goal. Team USA just overwhelmed the Japanese side. So they're 1-1 now in friendlies as they start this 9-game trek working towards next year's World Cup. And it's interesting, the media just continues to bombard Christian Pulisic. And Pulisic stood up and said, gentlemen, there's no drama in this room. I get along great with Mauricio Pochettino. This thing is going to come together. And Pochettino's comment in the post-game press conference after the win over Japan was that this works. This combination of the veterans that we gave the summer off, the arrival of all the young kids that I force-fed in the Gold Cup, this works. I think his correct phrase was the process will win. And they did win. I mean, they were very impressive against a pretty good Japanese side. And we're going to wrap up this segment. It's a sleaze factor 0.20.
There's a lot of it in this
episode. There's a lot of it today. Manchester City, legendary team, under investigation. The tribunal has been completed at Manchester City. 115 violations of the Revenue Share Act, which has to do with money that comes into an organization, how it's distributed to the players. This goes back a number of years, maybe a decade or so. The Manchester City was funneling endorsement money under the table through shell companies to its superstar players in violation of the Revenue Act. They called it a tribunal. That's the hearing, the trial, if you will. It has been completed. There's been no judge's decision yet as to what sanctions should be handed out, but the sanctions could involve stripping of points from Manchester, all the way down to relegation. I'd have a hard time believing that the English Premier League would relegate Manchester City out of its league to a lower classification. But the tribunal, the trial, has been completed, the 115 violations. So that story bears watching too. Can I take a time out and go wash my hands? What a day.
I know. I mean, you're bringing up the tribunal. I'm thinking in the Nuremberg trials. Yeah. It's brutal. It's funny with Team USA because we get excited, got all these young guys, got the veterans that could come together for World Cup in North America. And then they go on that losing skid, and then they come alive in the Gold Cup. Then they lose to South Korea, and we're down on them. And then they beat Japan, and now we're like everything's okay. And we're up and down all the time with this team. I mean, so I'm just curious to see what the final roster is going to be for this when they enter World Cup, because there were a number of good young players, like Luna, and even like the Berhalter kid was doing pretty well.
And Malik Tillman. And plus they're going to get all their injured guys back. Now, these guys are going back to their clubs. They got to stay healthy, playing in Italy, or stay healthy now with the English Premier League schedule kicking into high gear. Can't have any more injuries as we go to 2026. But if they're all healthy, I think this would be a pretty good collective side.
Oh, I agree. And by the way, I love relegation. I think that's like the coolest innovation in sports. I mean, imagine if they did that, in some of the sports here in America. I mean, it would add a whole new dynamic to, how we follow the games.
That's not going to happen.
No, I don't think so. But I love it.
They're unbelievable. You are so off center this morning. Okay. Those are topics on the table. This